Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Greetings and peace to all those who have decided to join in. Thank you to the organizers. The power of the pen is quite significant, and the power of one voice is as well, as we saw with that stirring video of the 19-year-old who, walked in spite of 100 or so men screaming and yelling at her. So I've been writing for about 20 years for the Globe and Mail, and I encourage all of you. We don't use the pen anymore, we use our keyboards. But you can educate the wider public about what is happening in India by writing letters to the editor, to your local newspaper, to your national newspaper, writing an op-ed. We had an excellent example of that just yesterday with Taha Ghayur. I think he's on this call as well. That was published in the Globe and Mail, which was very principled and really went beyond just Muslims. It was, as our previous speaker said, it really spoke to the humanity and the abuse of human rights in India going on. So I would really recommend that if you have any inclination to write, get a group of you, and write different letters. Look up your local newspapers, letters to the editor, contact information, and start sending letters in just to educate people. Not all of you get published, but the idea is to get the information out there, and people do read. So that's to educate the wider public. That's one step. Now, another step, I don't know if you were going to ask, did you have any other question regarding that, Hena?
No, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. In Canada, right now, there are a number of avenues that people who would like to make a difference can, and that would involve political lobbying. So there are two fronts for that in Canada. Number one, Canada is on the verge of signing a free trade agreement with India, and our minister responsible for that is Mary Ng. She's located in Toronto. I think it's very important for those of us who are concerned about the deteriorating situation in India to contact their local MP, and to either do it by phone, but again, in writing, to express your concerns and to ask your MP to raise these concerns in Parliament and to convey them to Minister Ng. And also to make sure that Canada does include human rights before signing trade deals with nations which violate them. That's one. Another area, excuse me, is foreign policy. Our Foreign Affairs Minister, Chrystia Freeland, has made it very clear that Canada has a, quote, feminist foreign policy. And and you can go to her website, the Foreign Affairs website, how feminism and the rights of women and girls are paramount to Canada's foreign policy. And this is, again, where we can make a difference by writing to our MPs, writing to Minister Freeland's office, emphasizing that Canada should practice what it preaches by expressing its strongest concerns about what is happening in Karnataka and elsewhere in India with regards to the denial of girls and women to the right to education. Malala Yousafzai has already spoken up against this, and this is another powerful reference or source that we can have. It's very important that we really let our elected politicians know that where we stand and how Canada's reputation and principles are at stake if Canada turns a blind eye to what is happening in India right now.